getting money. Only making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Only making good, my money need a loan. Getting money. Only making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Only making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Only making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Only making good, my money need a loan.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Coach Ricks, and where's Bishop at? There he is. There he is. What's going on, big dog? Oh, he left. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Coach Ricks, and that's Bishop. He'll be back in. This is Coach's Talk, man, where we discuss all things OU related, college football related, all things in between. Before we get started, please hit that like button, hit that red subscribe button, man. Ring that bell, man, so you won't miss any content that we got going forward. This is a special edition, man. We jumped on today, and I said, let's get on. Let's get back to what we normally used to get back to, Thursdays, and now sometimes Tuesdays. We're just going to start rolling in, getting these emails taken care of. We got 11 tonight. So before we get started, Bishop, how you doing, big dog?
Hey, can't complain. Glad to be alive.
Hey, man, I feel you on that, man. I never told you yesterday, man. I wanted to salute you, man. I always tell people and everything, man, whenever I talk to gentlemen that have served, man, I didn't get all my guys that served acknowledgement yesterday. So I wanted to say congratulations, man. Thank you for your service. I thank myself for the service and everything, man. And
yeah, definitely, man.
Hopefully everyone, man, had a safe, prosperous Memorial Day. Hold on. Seatbelt says, damn right, we built different. Does the bear shit in the woods? Hey, if he does, do you hear it? Do you hear it? And Kimberly K, what's going on, First Lady? First, like as always, welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome.
We're gonna get back into this, man. Like I said, we used to have fun with doing this and everything, man. But now I have plenty of time on my hand, as you see. So we're gonna jump in here almost every single day. Sometime I don't want to interfere with Jason's. I think his comes on around about 8:30 or 9. So I'll get off before he gets on because I don't like to be on while he's there. But there's some things that we want to talk about. Some emails. We have 11 emails tonight from listeners that have emailed in. I also had one from Dwayne. Dwayne was in the lobby earlier. I don't know if he's in here right now, but Dwayne sent me an email. And I want that to be the first email I read because he's definitely in the family. There he is. Dwayne. Dwayne. Hey, man, I got your email, big dog, and I'm going to read that out here in a few minutes. Great email. A question. So, Bishop, we're going to jump right in it. We're gonna use Dwayne's question first.
Oh, yeah. We're ready.
All right. It says Oklahoma adds to front office right after slashing athletic jobs. He said, Coach Ricks, why are they cutting down the athletic staff? Does this mean they were doing their jobs? They weren't doing their jobs, or is this the new college football world we live in? By the way, my friend seems to think we don't have they don't have any money here at Oklahoma. He thinks LSU is spending more money than we are. Can you clarify that for me? Thanks, Coach Rich.
I will shed some light on it.
All right.
Here's one thing that as we go through the different fire tests and whatnot, sometimes what you do behind the scenes is oftentimes might need to stay behind the scenes. I feel like this is one thing that it didn't need to be publicized, but since it is now, it just means that you gotta, when you're a CEO, you gotta trim the fat. And you gotta make sure that you're always staying profitable and staying in the black. Period, point blank.
Well, I have a different view on that. Oklahoma has money. I think they're being very lethargic about how they use their money. I don't think they want to. They don't want any more mishaps like the David Stone mishaps. Just dishing out money to anybody, then you got to come back and explain and try to justify why that person got that amount of money versus X person not getting that amount of money. I think Joe Castiglione is making room just in case he has to make a change. I can see that too. There are so many different variations of why this is happening. Let's get this out the way. Oklahoma has money. OG&E gives Oklahoma a lot of money. Trust me, a lot of money. Uh, the boosters in Oklahoma, dude, look, I don't know if people realize when you win national championships, you get money from the NCAA. Look at the championships that the gymnastic has won, softball has won. Even though the revenue that comes in from football, one home game, you can make about $9 to $10 million for one home game. And that's for a sorry game. You get a team like Alabama up in there, one home game can be about $14 to $15 million. And that's just for ticket sales. That's not including beverages. That's not including beer. That's not even TV rights. So every school makes money, but the blue bloods make the big dollars. So let's not get it twisted. Oklahoma is making money. They are just Nagy is in control of the money. Okay, he's not going to spend that money unwisely. That's my take on it. That's my take on it because you don't want to give out you don't want to give out free money to anybody because now you got to explain to every person going forward. This is how it's going to be from now on.
Right. And
So
I just
Dwayne,
think it's a,
go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
I'm done.
No, I
I'm
was
done.
just thinking the truth of the matter, it's just a chess move. Simple fact is we now know how the lay of the land and how the parameters are set, and you now need to get in position if you want to be able to play on that new chessboard.
I don't want people to get this misunderstood. We keep hearing Oklahoma's name only thrown around in this. Other people,
Fact.
other people are going through the same shit. The only reason why we hear about it is because we're OU. That brand means something. So that's why you hear it. You don't hear anything about LSU. They have money problems too. They're not getting the guys that they felt like they should have gotten. Clemson is having money problems as well. So is your South Carolina's. So if you're North Carolina, North Carolina just lost two wide receivers to NC State because Bill Belichick didn't want to spend the money. And North Carolina got money. That Jordan brand got money. So it's just depending on how wisely you want to use your money. And we haven't even talking about the revenue sharing yet. So I think everybody to pump their brakes. I mean, Dwayne, to answer your question, Dwayne, I think by them cutting the staff, you're cutting the staff and everything is because every dollar helps. Every dime helps. You don't want to be if I got a coach that can do three jobs, I'll pay him a little bit more, give him a little bit more insight on what to do. And then instead of having three guys, I got one guy. And it's not and look at who we got though. I mean, the guys that's on like the helmets to do the equipment, the guys that do the medical staff, the guys that do some of the recruiting. I don't think that's going to hurt us that much losing those guys, losing that kind of staff. We're losing staff, but we're not losing key staff members. As long as we don't lose anyone on the defense, anyone on the offense, I don't think losing an equipment manager or an IT guy or a guy that's over the internet to take pictures, I don't think losing those guys is going to is a concern for me. Is it to you, Bishop? I think he's frozen. I think Bishop's frozen. Bishop. Okay, there he is.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Is that a concern for
No,
you?
like I said, it's really at this point is I agree with you. Is this a mute point for me because it's just something that they should have moved because a lot of people wouldn't understand it and if they and they would have their own conceived notions. So I agree with you.
Zofix, if Oklahoma comes calling to you to be a member of their staff, it's going to be appealing to people. It's going to be appealing. Oklahoma is a brand. It's going to be appealing. Now, maybe they're clearing out those staff members for other key staff members that they can bring in to be advisors. Maybe they're doing that. We don't know what they're doing. We're just hearing the negative, and we're jumping on. Oh my God, they're firing people, and we don't have no money. No, that ain't it.
Right. Yeah.
Uh, Joseph, I would want my athletic director to set me up for success, not the door. True. I mean, but Joe Castiglione is he's always, marched to his own drum. I think now having Nagy there, someone that's over the program, I
Mm.
don't know. I don't know if they're bumping heads. I don't think so, but I just think that Nagy might have a vision of how he wants things to go. And I don't know if Joe C's on board or not on board. I have no idea. I really don't know. I couldn't even tell you. Coach Ricks, if the job wants me to do 3 jobs, I want 3 salaries. Well, like I said, it's easier to pay one person and give them a little raise than to pay 3 people. Because now you ain't got to worry about benefits. You ain't got to worry about that person's family. All these. You got to worry about just one person. Now, I'm all for that. If you can get one guy to do 3 jobs and get him a little bit more stipend, a little bit more pay, I'm cool with that. He said it's just a bad look because of last season. Let's see what happens this season. Hopefully, it's a better season. If Oklahoma makes it to the CFP and wins a game or two, we're not even talking about this no more.
Facts.
It's oh man, they came in and did what they're supposed to done. But when we start seeing other folks do this, let's keep that same energy when they start doing the same thing and start criticizing them as well. It ain't just Oklahoma that's doing this. It's Oklahoma is the only one that's being notarized because for some reason the stigma is Oklahoma don't have no money. Oklahoma can't win. Oklahoma is going the opposite way. I don't know what it is about the stigma that Oklahoma can't do it right, but it's out there and it's catching a lot of heat wave and everything. So let's just keep it to a minimum. I think Oklahoma's fine right now. I think a lot of people are just fetching for bad publicity and bad news for Oklahoma, and they're trying to advocate it and put it out there. Just my thought. Just my thought.
I agree.
Uh, he said to me, all right, before we get to these emails, is there anything that you want to talk about before we get to these emails? And then we're going to come on the back burner. Oh, I want to say this, put this out there. I need you guys for prayers and blessings, man. Keontae is he's on the flight now going to Portland, Oregon for a tryout with the Portland Trailblazers. So I need for everybody in the chat and everything, man, please send your prayers to him. Him and my daughter, they're still doing well. I like to always wish that young man well. He's a great young man, and I don't wish anything bad on him. I just want to see him succeed at the highest level. So he's going for a new contract. So he's going out to Portland, Oregon for a week to try out there. So if you can, man, just send your prayers and everything, man. Anything, I really, really appreciate it from my family to you. I appreciate it.
Definitely.
All right. What you got? Anything you want to add?
Oh no, I think we don't address that. I know somewhere down the line, I'm pretty sure everybody saw the 81 million, and somewhere down the line we'll address that.
Well, the 81 million and everything, it was a statement. It was a statement. Well, what it was pretty much Caruso got the 4-year 81 million. And what Nagy wants, he wants guys like Caruso for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He wants blue collar chip guys like that. So he used that comment. I read the article, and he wants to get maximum effort for minimum risk, if that makes sense. He wants guys that might be a 3 or 4, might be a 3-star, that's not on nobody's radar, to come in here and ball out, and you ain't got to pay him. You got to break the bank to get him here, to have him to perform at a 5 or 4-star level. And I think Oklahoma's always done that. Oklahoma's always found that, they used to do it in the 90s, have a tight end, moving to a defensive end, Dan Cody,
Yeah.
take a defensive back, Alan Patrick, and make him a running back. Things like that. You take guys and you put them around in key spots, so you don't got to pay them that much. Is that a good thought with you?
Yeah, I think for a lot of it is really it's not to pay them up, but to put them in the best situation if they do decide to go to the NFL. It's like Lane Johnson was a quarterback slash
Quarterback,
tight end
and now
until
he's
he went to the offensive
deep
line.
offensive line. So, like I said, you can, man. Look, when I was in college and when I was in high school, first I played 9 positions.
Yeah.
9 positions. It's just wherever the coach needed me. I was that first. You can call it I was that knife that you could pull out so many different blades, and I could play different positions. I could play quarterback,
Right.
I could play running back, I could play tight end,
Right.
I could play wide receiver, I could play
Mhm.
cornerback, I could play safety, I could play linebacker, I could play punt return, kickoff. It was so many things I could do because my skill set was so different. So now everybody is keying in on 1 or 2 positions, and that's it. You don't have that that gadget knife no more. Everybody wants to just do 1 or 2 things. So I think what it is Nagy is looking for the diamond in the rough. He can he can go out there and look at footage and say this guy has potential at the next level. Get him in here and uh, coach him up to where he wants him to be, and then put him out there.
And I want to add, don't act like just because he said that he's not going to have a nice blend of when you see one of these 4 or 5 stars that fits your build that they won't go after. It's just you got to make the most of what's available to you. Is basically what he's saying. He want to make sure that everything that we go after is the right fit and
Yeah,
that is going in the right direction.
exactly. Cowboy said Sark said today there may not be any more undefeated team. There's not going to be no more. Well, you may have a luck shot. It depends on what your schedule is. But if the SEC goes to 9 conference games, it's going to be very hard for a team to go undefeated. And it's okay as long as you battle tested.
Yeah.
I love to be battle tested. If you play the hardest schedule, Bishop, in the league, in the nation, and you
Yeah.
go 9-3,
Yeah.
pretty much anybody you play, you're going to be prepared for. Correct.
Correct. Absolutely.
So if you play Alabama, if you play Auburn, if you play Georgia, if you play Texas, if you play Oklahoma, and then you play somebody in the CFP like Wisconsin or let's say USC or somebody like BYU, you're
Yeah.
ready for it. You're ready for it. The dream matchup I want to see. And he said it at a conference, and I'm gonna put it out there. I don't care if I get in trouble or not. Wes Goodwin said he wants Clemson. Wes Goodwin said he wants Clemson. He said it, and I was like, "Oh," I said, "Should I say that on my podcast?" Yes, damn it, I'm gonna say it. He said he wants Clemson.
and and if I can piggyback off of that, hey, we already got an example of that. Look at our OU Sooner softball girls going through the SEC, and they won lost a couple of series, but it's proven great dividends because now the hunger of being able to bowl their back is in the when they go into the actual playoffs. So
Yeah,
it's important to make sure you're ready for those fire tests.
yeah. TP says, Coach Ricks, you had special talents. Most kids today get locked in on one position, one sport. For some reason, that's how it's done now. Man, look, my dad let me play everything. Baseball, baseball, basketball, football, volleyball, golf, tennis, you name it, I played it. Because my father was like, you never know what you might be good at. You don't know what gift God gave you until you start to open your horizon to do this and do that. Who would have thought
Right.
Tiger Woods would be the best golfer during that
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
Who would have thought that Patrick Mahomes would have been the best quarterback at that time, or Tom Brady? Who would have thought and everything, man, that you know Goodwin and everything back in the day was one of the best baseball players. So you get some of these guys, man, and you were like, I tell parents, do everything with your kid. Let your kid experience everything. But to answer your question, TP, the reason why kids are locked in on one sport is the parents. The
Yeah.
parents think that their son is the next best thing, and they lock them in on that. And you seal your kid's fate because that might not be the sport that God wants them to play. It's the sport that you want them to play. So, hey, it is what it is. But oh yes, on the Cowboy, I love it too. When Goodwin said that, I was like, Goodwin wants all the smoke. He
And I
wants,
love that about Goodwin.
hey, he
No
wants the
doubt.
he wants the peace pipe. He wants the cigarette, the zip, the he wants the smoke signal. He wants all the smoke, and I
Man,
love that.
yeah,
Hey, look, even if we don't win, which I doubt it, I think this defense this year is going to be so special, man. That we keep talking about the offensive side. We're not taking for granted how special this defense might be.
yeah, yeah.
And
I would. I just think right now, the collective of coaches that you have assimilated at the University of Oklahoma, we're on a very special trajectory if we all pull as one on the same destiny championship rope. It's just a matter of us putting in the work and trusting the process to be ready for that moment.
well, like our statement said, is Oklahoma built different?
Yeah.
Is the landscape that they're heading, or let's just put it like this. Let's not say landscape. The direction that they're heading right now, is it something that is going to be sustained for a long period of time, or is it just for now?
Right.
And I think a
Right.
lot of people keep seeing the negative. They don't see the positive. Is you're
Yeah.
trimming the fat. When you trim the fat, as long as you're not trimming the good parts of the meat and you're trimming the fat, that's still a good thing. That's still a good product. That's still a good piece of meat. You're just trimming some of the fat and everything for what? That's my question to anyone
Right.
that's talking about, well, they're firing all these coaches. We don't know why. It ain't for the
Correct.
money. It's mainly to, okay, we got too many people doing the same job.
Mm,
And see, we never had somebody to come in and oversee the structure of that. So Nagy's coming in and say, okay, we got a guy. We don't need him. We don't need him. We don't need him because he's doing his job. So we don't know. We just hear it in the national media, and we already know some of the OU outlets are already negative on Oklahoma as it is. So they're not putting anything out positive. They're putting it out, oh, here we go again. Oklahoma's firing this coach. Oklahoma. It's so much negativity out there right now, man. It pisses me off a little bit. So okay, TP says, Coach Ricks and Bishop, I'm not gonna lie, I've been sleeping on Dobie until I saw a highlight video of him, Big Trap put out. Man, if he's back, this defense gonna be the I'm um coach Coach
TP.
Armstrong. No, Coach
Spitting hot.
Armstrong, Coach Armstrong, one of my old coaches, we talk regularly. And he saw the podcast. He was like, he said, he always called me Ricks. Ricks, I'm telling you right now, they sleeping on Oklahoma. I said, okay, coach, talk to me. Talk to me. I said, now he coached for 60 years. He said, what people don't realize and everything, X's and O's are going to always be X's and O's. It's not about X's and O's no more. It's about Jimmy's and Joe's. If you got the Joe's and you have a great mind like Brent Venables, it's gonna click. And that third or fourth year is when Oklahoma and BVs, even at Clemson, it took Clemson a few years to get that defense that they had going for that stretch that was putting them lumps on top of Alabama's head. Oklahoma has those Jimmys and Joes. We read the roster last time we was on podcast. The second
Yeah,
string is almost better than the first string.
yeah.
So, and then the third string is pushing the second string team. So this team is gonna be special, man. I'm so excited and getting ready for this season, man, because I'm ready for Oklahoma to unleash hell on everyone they play. With the with Nagy there, with BV back on defense, with those guys playing for BV, with the excitement that Goodwin and Wilson and Arbuckle and Mateer is going to bring, is this a new excitement. It's a new excitement. So all I can say is get your popcorn ready. That's all I can say. The famous word of T.O. Get your popcorn ready. All right. Let's jump on these emails and everything, man. We got 11 tonight. So buckle in, man, because some of these emails, my wife, she pretty much typed them out for me. What we always do is she always types it out for me, and I put it on my phone, and it's like 10, 11 of them and everything. I'm trying to figure out a way how to get the emails to pop up on my screen so everybody can see like
Oh, got you.
a comment. So when I learn that, when I get tech savvy, we'll start doing that. Until then, just bear with me. We'll read it off here. All right. First
All right.
one. Good afternoon, Coach and Bishop. First of all, great show. I watched some of your episodes. You guys are hilarious. Keep up the good work. This is Tony Armstrong from Little Rock, Arkansas. Hey, Coach. I don't know if you you remember me. I used to play at Cabot High School, and we played against you when you were at Jacksonville High School. And I'm going to set the record straight to let your podcast and your listeners know your team was some dogs, and dogs had bark. Okay, that didn't make no sense. Bernard Turner, Dale McDaniel, Chip Wood were one of those coaches, were the ones that our coaches had us to look out for and game plan for. My question to you is, what has happened to Jacksonville athletics since the early 2000s? All right, hold on. This is one question for me. I'm gonna tell you exactly, Tony, and thanks for the email. Jacksonville merged with North Pulaski. When they merged with North Pulaski is more of a basketball school. So the money and all the assets and all that, they Sidney Moncrief, Lindsey Howe, Todd Day, Oliver Miller, all those guys that played in Arkansas, they put their money back into Little Rock, Arkansas, but they put it in for basketball schools. Hate to say that. Keith Jackson is the only one that is putting money into the football programs that's in Little Rock. So basketball players are taking over Arkansas and everything. So basketball programs going to be a lot better. That's the main reason why football is going down, because basketball is going to a different level. You got 3 players from Little Rock, Arkansas, and that graduated from Arkansas that are now playing on the Oklahoma City Thunder. So that's what happened. Little Rock is taken over by basketball. You have 24-hour basketball gyms. You hardly have any 7-on-7 combines. I know for a fact there are 7 gyms that Keith Jackson has open in Little Rock. Dunbar tournaments that he has in the summertime, all basketball. Hardly any for football. So that's what happened to Little Rock. It's becoming a basketball town now. So thank you for the email, but that's a quick answer for me because I knew that answer. I've always been complaining about it. I think it's a piss poor, but at the same point in time, it is what it is. Next question. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and get to it, Bishop. We talked about it a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and all right, panel. Hey, get ready, everybody in the comments. This is gonna be a good question. What's going on, Coach? This question might be one of the toughest questions you and Bishop might have to answer. But there's been a debate going on in my job. Oh, first of all, my name is Timothy Moore. I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. There's been a discussion and a debate going on in my job. Today at work, I wanted to know what you and Coach would think. Put these legendary coaches in order from first to last. All right. From first to last. All right. Now, in the comments, I want to see how you guys put this list. All right. Here are the names. from first to last. Pat Summit, Nick Saban, Bear Bryant, Dean Smith, Mike Krzyzewski, Patty Gasso, Joe Paterno. 7 names. Put them in order. Bishop, yo, first dibs on you. Who you got? Number one. There's 7 of them. There's 7. 7 names. If you want the names again, I'll give them to you again.
Yeah, give it to me.
Pat Summit,
Pat
Nick
Summit.
Saban,
Nick.
Bear Bryant,
Bryant.
Dean Smith,
Dean Smith.
Mike Krzyzewski,
Ooh.
Patty Gasso, Joe Paterno.
Ooh. All right. 7th would be.
No,
7th would be Paterno. 6.
Hold on. What now? You going? Oh, you going from worst to worst to front?
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say you got Paterno number 1. Okay. 7. Okay, 7. You got Paterno.
Paterno. Okay. 6. I'll go Dean.
Okay.
Krzyzewski.
Okay.
Smith.
You already got Smith, Dean Smith.
Did I?
You got Dean 6.
I
know.
Man.
I'm glad you going first because I'm gonna have to juggle mine around. But I got mine pretty much.
Okay, then
come on, guys, in the comments, put y'all's list together. I want to see what y'all think. This is hard as hell.
Okay. Jeez.
You got Pat Summit left, Nick Saban left, Bear Bryant, Patty Gasso.
Bryant. Yeah, Bear Bryant. Then Bear Bryant. Then I would put Krzyzewski.
You already got Mike.
I already got Mike. So then I would do Summit, Gasco, Saban. Did I get everybody?
Yep. Yeah.
Man, okay. That's hard, bro. This hard.
This is how I did mine. I did mine. Okay, David. Me and you are close. David. I have to go by impact. I always thought that Pat Summit was the greatest female coach of all time.
Oh, she altered the game by practicing against the guys.
She was the first woman that integrated the girls playing against boys in practice. Now, my sister had a scholarship there. Got pregnant her freshman year, lost a scholarship, so she was there the same year. Shamika Holslaw was there. There were some more girls that were there, but I remember when she went on her official visit, Shamika and everything was the one that was like her overseer or whatever, and everything was a person that wanted to show her around. I'm not biased. I've always been a fan of Pat Summit, but I got to be honest. Number 1 for me got to be Nick Saban. To do what he did in the era of now, you know, it's pretty hard. So I got number 1, Nick Saban. All right.
I got
number 2, man. I gotta go Bear Bryant.
Okay.
All right. Number 3, I gotta go Patty Gasso. Now, the reason why I go Patty, to win 4 in a row, dude, never been done. So now we're talking about something that's never been done before. We're not talking about the longest histories. We're talking about something that has never been done in modern softball history. Never been done. Do you know how many games they've won in 4 years and how many games they lost?
15.
4 years.
I think so.
It was a stat out there.
Yeah.
361 games, and they only lost 12. Can you imagine that?
And she's on the verge this year.
Yes. Also, too, Texas Nightmare. People were playing half court basketball until Pat Summit got there, and then they went to full court. Now, TP, I don't mind this, but I can't be biased. I think Patty Gasso is the greatest coach, females coach
I ain't mad at your
after.
TV represent.
Hold on. She said, Coach Ricks, I don't think you realize how funny that email and your response was. Emailer, your team was some dogs. Dogs have barked. Coach Ricks, that makes I don't know if he meant bite, but that's what it said on the paper. Your team was some dogs. Dogs have bark, and that's what it says. I don't know if it said dogs had bite. Kimberly K, trust me, I just read it how I see it. I just read it how I see it. Nick Saban, Bear Bryant, Patty Gasso. After Patty Gasso, I'm going with Pat Summit, Mike Krzyzewski, Dean Smith, Joe Paterno.
Yeah, I can see that. I can
I, I,
definitely see that.
that's a hard one right there, man, because they didn't mention Gino for UConn.
Oh,
That's another
yeah.
name. It's
We
another
talked
name
about that.
you can throw in there. Who was another great coach? Uh, 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 shoot, Bill Belichick. I mean, I mean, uh, do you put him in there?
Man, it's hard enough, man. What you trying to do?
I, I I mean, the email was fire. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no doubt.
The email was fire, but I just think that's a hard ass question to
Because
answer.
the simple fact is, now we're all talking about their progress and how they changed their sport and how effective they were in completing their process. If you're going to add Belichick and all of them, because he did it on a professional league level.
I tell you what, if Patty wins this year, she goes to number one
Facts for me. For me,
because because you done it with a whole new class and you didn't drop a beat. I mean, Bud Wilkinson. If we put Bear in there, what's about? Hey, the email only gave me those 7. I was even mad about not having Gino in there. You didn't say anything about Phil Jackson. You didn't say
see,
anything about the coach for UCLA when they won 11 straight. What's the
oh,
name?
Wooden.
Wooden. So hey, the email said that. So I got to go with the email. But it was a damn good email. Come on, guys. We're not putting Gasso over Saban. No, I can't do that. No,
No, we
no.
ain't doing that.
Mine,
Now.
mine was Nick Saban, Bear Bryant, Patty Gasso, Pat Summit, Mike Krzyzewski, Dean Smith, and Paterno.
Paterno. And even
No.
Paterno, I would substitute
Paterno
uh,
for Gino.
Gino for Paterno.
Do you think that the scandal has everybody not talking about him no more?
Oh, Paterno.
Yeah. Do you think the scandals kind of like scrutinize his legacy a little bit? Because you don't hear anything about him, do you?
No, you sure don't. And you know what? If we just be realistic, it might play a part. It seriously, now that I'm thinking of it, it might play or one of the parts. But to me, it's separate because that's stuff that has nothing to do with football per se. It's more outside the lines. But to each his own. How you put things into order.
Hold on. Texas Nightmare. Look, Gasso fifth at best.
No. Hey, look, that's
You
fight
got
words.
you got
That's
8.
fight words.
You got 8. Bobby Bowden. You got 8. 8
No, I'm at
championship.
with Texas. Hey, spit your
Dude,
pride, Texas.
I
Spit
mean,
your pride.
hey. I'm not mad at you. I know. I mean, okay. So is Gasso's fifth? Then I guess Mike White is sixth. Just putting it out.
Uh.
He's always
uh,
behind Patty. He's always behind Patty.
nah, he way behind Patty.
Yeah. I mean, here's a good thing. Is a BCS 14 playoff natty hard to obtain than a women's college world series? It is not. You get four games. No, you get 2 games. A 14 playoff, you get 2 games. And a women's college world series, man, you got to play 16 games to win it all. So, I mean, hey, man, look, we could be on this question forever. Women's softball is tough. And a lot of you guys don't understand what it's like to try to hit a 60 or 70 miles per hour softball.
Oh, y'all see what that one pitcher that threw the hardest? She broke that bat in
She threw
half.
68 miles per hour, dog. Texas Nightmare. Come on, dog. Come on, man. You on that good weed. You on that good weed.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey,
okay. Anyway,
I ain't
anyway,
mad at
let's
him.
move on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that question, Timothy Moore, man. That was a damn good question, man.
Yeah,
I
that was a good
appreciate that.
one. Hey, big salute.
All right. Next one. What's going on, Coach and Bishop in the panel? My name is Nicholas Jones. I'm from Forney, Texas. Hey, Coach. I am a friend. I am a friend of your niece who lives here in Forney, Texas. She turned me on to your podcast. I am a diehard Texas fan. Oh God. I am a diehard Texas fan, but at the same time, I love college football. And my question to you is, are people looking over Oklahoma? Oh, okay. Hold on. I hope so because I'm looking. Oh, never mind. I'm hope so because I'm looking forward to my Texas Longhorn winning again this year. But I'm kind of scared with the depth that you guys have and the inexperience that we might have at our offensive line. Just would like to see what your thought is on this. Good luck with your podcast. You guys crack me up at times because at least this podcast isn't always one-sided. You do give Texas credit sometimes, and you give other teams credit as well. Best of luck. All right, Nicholas. Thank you, man. It's a love hate kind of question. Um, do I think that you guys are gonna beat us this year? No, but you guys think y'all gonna beat us. That's the way it's supposed to be. You're gonna think you're gonna beat us. We think we're gonna beat you. That's what a rivalry is all about. If you hear a Texas fan say, "I think Oklahoma gonna win this year," they full of shit. You'll never hear an OU fan say, "Yeah, Texas gonna win this year." That ain't gonna happen. It ain't. Hold on. We missing some comments here. Hold on. Let me get some comments. For
Go
Tennessee,
ahead, go ahead.
she threw 79. Yes. Plus she
Yeah.
plays well, I mean, you can't penalize her because Oklahoma City invested the money to host the Women's College World Series. I mean, it's nothing that you can do about it. If Texas, okay, let's say if Dallas hosted it, would Texas have an advantage? You still got to play the game.
Yeah, you
And
still, yeah, nah,
last time I checked, Oklahoma spanked that ass and pulled the broom out and swept y'all.
tell me something good.
So
Mm-mm.
I don't think that's really an advantage because you still got to play the game. Yeah, having more fans in the stands could help with distractions and the noise and all that. I can see that. Thank you. Where it's played doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
No, because the simple fact is understand. When it gets down to the brass tacks, you either gonna win it or lose it, no matter where it's at. And there's oftentimes we've been on the road as a OU and gone all the way through the bracket on the road. So it's just a matter of how you go about it.
Hold on, Sooner in Texas. Wilkerson won 47 straight. Nobody else has. Patty's won 69 straight. Actually, more than that. They won 61 straight to win the championship, and then the following season, they won 14 games straight before they lost to Baylor. So actually, they won 75 games straight.
There you go.
So
But it's all good.
if we're getting technical, and like I said, and hey, I loved all it. Hey man, this is why the podcast is so good, and we're moving in the right direction. Thank you guys for that. We
Yeah.
did get 5 more subscribers and everything. So right now we're at 294. We're 6 away from 300, which is a great thing for us and everything, man. 300 is a magical number. I just want everybody, man, to voice their opinion. I don't like banning nobody. I don't want to silence nobody, or it just, if you come in here talking crazy and not about any topic of just sport, just want to come in here and do hate, then yeah, I'll ban you and get you up out of here. But if you want to root for your team and talk for your team and build them up, hey, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I just want you to be a good, productive podcast, man, and have a good time. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
And it does help recruiting. It does.
Yeah.
Uh, Coach Riggs Bishop at Texas Nightmare 210 sounds like Mike White. That might be that might be Mike White with a burner account. Zaffa said, "Look at it this way: would Saban beat 2019 LSU at home? No, they played at Bama and he lost. The better team won. It I just think, look, guys, when it comes to softball, right now, I don't think Oklahoma softball has the best team. They're just playing the best ball. I
Oh,
think the team that scared. Okay, look, I'm gonna keep it real. There's only one team right now remaining that scares me if I'm an Oklahoma fan, and that's Florida. It's kind of funny how they put Florida, Tennessee, and Oklahoma all in the same down bracket. But then UCLA, Ole Miss, and all of them are down in the other one. So I'm telling you right now, you heard it here first. Whoever comes out between Tennessee, Oklahoma, and Florida in that bracket, they can win it all. Ain't no Ole Miss, ain't no UCLA, ain't no Oregon, ain't none of them beating Tennessee, Oklahoma, or Florida. Oh, I forgot. Texas in the same damn bracket with Tennessee, Oklahoma, and Florida. You got the hardest bracket. So whoever comes out between Tennessee and I think Florida might get Texas. Texas is
oh,
struggling right. Texas is struggling right now. I don't know what's going on with Texas, man. They got too much talent to be struggling like that. They got too much senior leadership to be struggling the way they're struggling.
I don't know. This is yeah. This you got a point, man. Because I would have thought they would be one of the strongest ones in the World Series, but there's still a lot of games left. We'll see. But I tell you what, Nike Kennedy and Texas Tech ain't no
Hey,
pushover.
dude, that's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a
Yeah,
good game. It's gonna be
yeah.
that's to Pat Mahomes. That's money well spent. Patrick Mahomes, that's money well spent. You got Texas Tech to the Women's College World Series for the first time. I salute you on that investment. You got your money's worth because she's
Yeah.
pitching her ass off and she's hitting.
Oh, hitting is an understatement. That girl is hitting dingers, bro.
Hey, I was praying for Nebraska. I wanted to see Oklahoma and Nebraska so bad. Ooh, I wanted to see it so bad because I was like, damn, Jordy Ball finally get to play against Oklahoma, and it didn't happen. So it is
Yeah.
what it is. Sooner Cowboy says it's Tennessee and Florida for me that scares them. Tennessee has the pitching to slow down. I don't think nobody's stopping Oklahoma. Those bats, look, you don't beat Alabama like that. I don't care how it is. Alabama has the number 4 recruiting class. They came in,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
and they beat the brakes off them. So
I think what we saw is this young team finally found out what both their bats and and they found their groove, and they're so young. They're just like, okay, well then we're just gonna have fun doing it. And the more fun they have, the more they hit stuff out of the park or pass the bat, and that's huge for a pitcher because now the pitcher can pitch freely.
Come on, Nightmare. Y'all better be scared of Texas. Mike White wants him one bad. He wanted him one bad the last 3 years and he got his ass spanked. I'm telling y'all, I don't know what it is. Patty Gasso has Mike White's number. He cannot look like people said this year. If you want in Oklahoma, this was the year. If y'all don't get him this year, y'all in trouble. Because that freshman class is going to only get better.
Oh, and the freshmen coming, we got the top 5 freshmen coming in this next one.
Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5.
That's what I'm saying, man.
How can you get the 5 best players, man? How can you get the 5 best players?
Here's my thing about it is it's not it's the players, but it's also the coaching. How you get them to buy in within a season and be in the position they're gonna be in?
You and I both know, Bishop, as a coach.
Yeah.
Whenever you can adapt and change.
Yeah.
I heard a player, a former player from Oklahoma's softball team from last year, asked Patty, "Why is she so soft on these girls?" And she said, "She's not soft. She's just smarter."
Yeah.
They are not you guys. You guys knew what it took to get here, and you knew what it took to win it. They've never been here.
Yeah,
and that's a good point. That's a good point for a coach to notarize or to notice that, hey, I don't have the same players I had last year. This is a whole different group. I got to treat them different. When you go in trying to treat a new team like an old team, it ain't gonna mesh well because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to expect. So,
and they went through their fire test this season.
Yeah,
but they keep passing the test. All I know is they keep passing the test. And this last one, we had 16 runs to 2 for Bama.
Yeah, dude. When I text you, I said, "Man, they spanking Alabama's ass with baby powder."
Hey, I wasn't watching it until you did that, and I looked. I said,
Dude, I went. Hold on, I was cooking. So when I went in there, it was 1-0. I came back like 5 minutes later, it's 9-0. I like, oh shit, what the? I said, Bishop, they spanking them. They spanking them.
They took that challenge literally when they lost at Bama, that series. That's why I'm saying I'm actually thankful to have Tennessee because they're the ones that beat us in a home.
Well, those games were close too. Oklahoma made a lot of errors. We made a lot of errors in that game. But
no better way to say, hey, we learned from our mistake and we're ready for our moment.
You know how many runs Oklahoma has scored so far this year? I mean, in the women, how many points have been scored on them this year? Since they played in the playoffs, 6 runs.
Ooh.
Somebody fact check me. I believe it's 6 runs. They've given up 6 runs. So when I tell you, and to be honest, we got robbed. We have one of the best freshmen in the damn country, and she didn't even get on the freshman watch list. That's crazy.
She
got 20 home runs as a freshman.
Big salute, Gabby. Hey, Gabby,
20 home runs as a freshman. Come on, dog. Y'all got to give that girl some love. I don't know why, but this is what. Okay, now that we on this, let's try to flip it. This is why I say Oklahoma, and I'm gonna throw it in there too. They get so much hate. They get so much hate. I don't know. I think the committee went in there and saying we are tired of Oklahoma winning. I believe that's why they gave them the number 2 bracket. I mean, the number 2 seed. They are tired of Oklahoma winning. If they would, can you imagine Oklahoma being in the other bracket with Oregon, Ole Miss, Texas Tech versus Florida, Tennessee, Texas? Can you imagine that? What would the narrative be? Oh well, they just want Oklahoma to win it again. So I'm just poor Texas A&M. They just bowed out. They just said we can't take the pressure. You that poor Liberty whooped that ass on your home field. But y'all the best team in the SEC. Get the hell up out of here. Anyway, let's get back to these emails. And then got me all started on softball, cracking me up. All right. Hey, Coach and Bishop. I hope all is well. I wanted to know if you have any update on one of your. Oh, Kimberly K, are you in here? Oh, yes, she is. This one is for you, sweetheart. Hey, Coach and Bishop. I hope all is well. I wanted to know if you have any update on one of your listeners to your show. Hey, Miss Kimberly K, we've been praying for her, and we just wanted to know, is there any update with her job search? Also, do you feel like the Women's College World Series put Oklahoma in the toughest bracket to try and get them not to 5P? Thank you. We were just talking about that shit because I really believe Oklahoma should have been the number one overall seed, even if Texas A&M would have made it past Liberty. You know that also. You know Yeah, hold on. You know that awesome keeps up the. Oh, I don't know what that is. They meant misprint. You know that awesome. Keep up the good work. Let's get these. Okay, it's choppy, guys. But I'm gonna try to undo it. Let me start all over again. Hey, Coach and Bishop. I hope all is well. I wanted to know if you have any update on one of your listeners to your show. Hey, Miss Kimberly K. We've been praying for her, and we just wanted to know, is there any update with her job search? Also, do you feel like the Women's College World Series put Oklahoma in the toughest bracket to try and get them not to 5P? Because I really believe Oklahoma should have been the number one overall seed, even if Texas A&M would have made it past Liberty. Then it says, you know that awesome. Keep up the good work. They are okay. I don't know. I think she misread it. I don't know. But Miss Kimberly K, any update? Let me speed down to her.
Love you,
Kimberly
Miss
K.
Kimberly K.
Let me see. She hasn't responded yet. So she'll respond and then we'll throw it up there, Miss
Yeah,
Kimberly
yeah, yeah.
K.
We'll throw it up there. Go ahead.
Hold on. I'm trying to let go of this. Mike White got a cake baked for Gasso. Oh, okay. Do we do we get O'Neal, Bentley, both or neither? That's a good question, man. I'm thinking, look, this is just me. I hate to say it, guys. Y'all can shoot me, shoot the messenger. I think we get Bentley and we lose O'Neal. I don't want to. Um, but it's kind of hard to have 2 5 stars come in and they want to share the time. I mean, that's very rare for any program. Any program. I would love for this. I would love just to get O'Neal. I'm being honest. I think he's more agile. I think he's more. You need that mobile quarterback that is physically gifted and built for the SEC to come in here and run and run things. I think that after Michael Hawkins, you hand it over to O'Neal.
Yeah, no doubt.
Coach Ricks is called the Patty Gasso Revenge Tour, Bama, Tennessee, then Florida. Hey, if you go through those three, dude, that's gonna be shit. That would have been better than the 4-peat. They struggled. They had to do a last second home run to beat Florida last year. So I don't know.
Wow.
O'Neal doesn't have an invite to Elite 11. Don't mean anything though.
Yeah, they don't put much on that. The simple fact is right now is my the way I look at it, you guys, and I'm just spitting my fire, is that Jaden, no matter the coaches changes or whatever, he stayed committed through our last season. He saw everything, and he stayed 10 toes down, and He moved from California to Mustang, Oklahoma.
Yep. Thunder OU, thank you so much. Texas Nightmare 210. You know what Texas is? Downfall. Oh, you know what Texas downfall is? Oklahoma. Mike White has to call Patty Gasso daddy.
Yeah, what?
Okay, here we go. Kimberly K says, still waiting, but I will let everyone know as soon as I land something. I'm officially applied for over 100 jobs now, remote and in person. Looking for a job is my job. Hey, well, we still
Hey,
praying. We still praying for you
yeah,
and
we're still
everything, man.
praying for you. But thank you for updating us.
And thank you. Who they didn't give a name. They didn't give a name. Thank you guys, whoever wrote that in about Kimberly K, man. We try to keep everything open and to the public here, man, for everyone that's listening. It's uh it's great, man, that you guys bring other members in here and ask questions about them. That can be TP, Sooner in Texas, Thunder, OU, BNG, Jimmy, anything. I mean, there are no limits to the questions. Like I said, Dwayne emailed me earlier. Dwayne always emails me, and whenever he emails me, I get right back with him. That's one of my passions. Is that if you take the time to email me, I'm going to respond to you immediately because you don't have to. So I make myself accessible to return those emails as soon as I can. So, all right, next question. Hey, coach, how is everything? I hope you and your family are well. I wanted to reach out to you to see if you had any information on how I should set my daughter up on a nutritional diet. She's played softball, and I know that your daughter has played softball. And I think my daughter went to one of your daughter's conventions. Can you tell me some of the things that she would eat and exercise and how she exercised? Hold on. Can you tell me some of the things that she would eat and exercises that she would do so I can pass that down to my daughter? Thank you and congratulations on getting put on the board of directors of the North Carolina Officiating Committee. Thank you for your time. Be blessed. Alicia loves salmon. Alicia would eat baked salmon more than damn anything in the world. Baked salmon, baked potato, and green beans. That's what she would eat almost every day. She don't hardly eat potatoes. She don't eat starch. Anything that makes her feel uncomfortable or heavy on her stomach, she won't eat. So a lot of baked chicken, a lot of baked fish, salmon. Uh, if you get a baked potato, you don't need the butter and all that stuff, man. You want to eat a baked potato mainly with just butter, probably, and that's it. But anything else, it's not healthy for you. So just something real simple for her, and find out what she likes. You can always go to a GNC health store and let them know you want to get put on a diet. I think it's like $30, and they'll set you up with a regimen of what you can eat, what you can't eat, what to look for, what not to look for, and that's the best way. That's the best answer I can give you without getting too much into it. Other than that, next question. What's going on, Coach and Bishop, and whoever's on the panel? My question to you guys might be simple, but at the same point in time, I just want to shoot it out straight. Why do SEC people hate Oklahoma so much? You would think with a great name and a great blue blood logo coming into your conference, they would get the royal treatment. I think Oklahoma will be special this year, and I think going forward, they will be built SEC strong. Thank you for always providing us with good content with Oklahoma. We love the podcast. You and Bishop are two of a kind. Ooh, two kings on a great podcast. Two kings on a great podcast. I like that. I like that, man. Two kings. We two kings. Hey, so Bishop, why you feel like everybody hates Oklahoma in the SEC?
Because it just means more.
Quite simple. Simply put. Well, I think it's more than that. I think it's just, we came in, we're Oklahoma. The talk used to always be Oklahoma can handle the SEC. We came in the SEC. We struggled the first year. We did real good the next year. The following year, we struggled. So Well, no, this is the first year BV, we were still in the Big 12. The second year we went 10-3, still in the Big 12. This was the first year, 6-6 in the SEC. I think the next year will be like BV's second year in the Big 12. 10-2.
Yeah.
Win a CFP here or there. It all depends on where they're placed. I think Oklahoma's schedule sets them up for great things because they will be battle tested. But I don't know, man. I'm being honest. I don't know. As long as we stay healthy, no injuries, offensive line jails, the wide receivers jail, Mateer plays like Mateer is supposed to play.
Yeah.
It's 9 or 10 wins. So let me see what we got here. OU and Patty. OU and Patty's not scared of their bracket. I'm not scared of the bracket either, man. But do you really want a cakewalk to the
No,
championship,
you don't.
or do you want to, or as some coaches say, I want to beat the best to be the best.
Facts.
Now, let's be honest. If they go through, they went through Alabama. If they go through Tennessee, and then the winner of Texas and Florida, if they go through them, that dude. I mean, that's a gauntlet. Those are the best teams in the SEC. These are the four best teams in the SEC: Oklahoma, Texas, Florida, Tennessee. We thought Texas A&M was shit. No, we thought LSU was shit. No, we thought that who else?
Let's see.
We thought Arkansas was nope.
Yeah.
Thought that South Carolina was nope. Thought that Alabama was nope. That's what shocked me that Arkansas lost.
I
That
didn't
shocked me.
see Ole Miss winning that one. I really didn't.
That's what happens when you don't show up. But Oklahoma's bats has been going, man. Hey, look, when you use 7 pitchers in one game and you get beat 13-2, that's an ass whooping. 7 pitchers.
That's crazy.
And they hit on all 7 of them. Jimmy says, Kimberly K, I hope you get the job you want. Good luck, Kimberly K. Hey, again, Kimberly K, we're praying for you. Anything that you need from us, let us know. You got my email. You can always email me whenever you want to. Texas says Gasso losing sleep over Mike White. For what? For what?
Hey.
Mike White better call DoorDash and order a win against Patty Gasso.
Hey, yeah, that's why he got swept. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Oh, there you go, Sooner Cowboy. In the meantime, you can try DoorDash. It's rough on your vehicle, but it's a quick job to get your money. Look, I don't care. I used to be scared of Texas this year because I felt like Texas had the talent to finally get over the hump against Oklahoma. But when that freshman class swept them, and what was that game at? What was that game at?
Oklahoma.
So home cooking, but they swept them. So Patty is not even missing a nap over. Thank you. Man, look.
Represent Henley K.
Jimmy Satterfield, with a family and kids at OU, I'm taking one. If I applied for it, I wanted it. Thanks for thinking about me. There you go. That's great for hold on. That's great for protein, for muscle build, and for retention. That entire meal, salmon is my favorite every time. That girl eats salmon all the time, but also too, she don't eat no red meat. Alicia only eats fish, salmon, or seafood. She doesn't eat anything else. So that's just the way she is. So when she around me, she SOL because I like chicken, I like steak, I like pork chops, and as good the cow and the pork and the pig been to me, I'm gonna eat anything from the rooter to the tutor.
Oh,
I'm just telling you the
you
truth.
wildin', you wildin'.
I'm from the deep south. I eat everything, fried, smothered, whatever. If I'm gonna go happy. Okay, hold on, Thundercat. Hold on, Thunder. Reason why the SEC Oklahoma because they scared of Oklahoma. Um, I think everybody's scared of BV finally getting this train going. And once he gets it going at a blue blood like Oklahoma, that's a scary sight because you can walk into anybody's house and get whoever you want with that logo on your helmet, also with that logo on your jersey, the SEC. So they're praying that Oklahoma don't get it going because everybody that's on that defensive staff can walk into anybody's house and get any player they want. Any player they want. And as long as Ben Arbuckle's here, as long as Kevin Wilson is here, the offense is going to be okay. There was an on-3 statement today, a video that shows that Oklahoma has only had one season since 2000, I think it was 2008, that they didn't average more than 20 points a game. One season. And that was last year. They averaged 13.5. One season. So everybody thinks that the offense is going to be crazy. Offense is going to go back to the same. We're known for scoring points. Everybody knows that. Our defense was always the issue. Oklahoma has always been able to score points. That's with Josh Heupel. That's with Lincoln. That's with Kevin Wilson. That's also with Long, Mangino.
Yep.
All of them. Oklahoma has never scored under 20 points average. But one
Last
season.
year was,
And y'all think that's going to be a habit? Man, come on. Okay.
that's why they're scared because they know that Arbuckle, hey, they ain't getting that same OU from last year.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Texas Nightmare Lincoln's brisket. No, I don't want to talk about that. That dry damn thing. Some fried fish sounds good right now. No, you don't want fried, man. You want baked fish. Yes, On3 got a lot of explaining to do after the season. They keep hyping OU too much. And well, they finally seeing everything that we're seeing. They're adding great pieces to Oklahoma's already great depth. So I don't understand that, Texas Nightmare. How do you think that they're hyping up Oklahoma? I'll wait for you to respond. Last season was one of the worst seasons I've ever witnessed from OU, and I watched the late 90s. Dude, they was even scoring points in the 90s, and they were trash back then.
Trash.
That man, look, that Blake era, ooh, Jesus Christ. That was the era that I stopped watching when Blake was the coach. Because Oklahoma didn't play with heart. They just went out there and thought that they're OU, they're supposed to win. So anyway, all right, man. We've been going for an hour and 13 minutes, about 13 more minutes than what I wanted to go. I just wanted to get on here and read some of these emails. Also, man, talk about this new Oklahoma. The statement is Oklahoma built different? I believe we are.
Yeah.
Texas Nightmare, OU looking at 75, 8-4. No. I want to know what 5 teams going to beat them.
Yeah, go ahead and have him put his out there.
BV ain't it. Okay. We're gonna find out.
Okay. Hey, you remember that receipt you just put out?
I'm gonna highlight that one. I'm gonna highlight that and keep it in my archive and everything. So when Oklahoma spanked that ass of Texas, I'm gonna bring that up. And then I'm gonna say, Texas Nightmare. You remember this statement? And I don't want to hear the Abba story. I just want to hear, Coach, y'all were right and I was wrong. I think the ceiling could be, well, I got 10-2. You always have that one game that you can't understand, that you don't know why it's going the way it's going. But I think the statement game is going to be Michigan. I believe the statement game is going to be Michigan. I
Well, I got
believe.
two statement games. I
Okay.
got Michigan and Tennessee. Michigan at home, and then Tennessee at Maryland.
Okay. Nightmare says Tennessee, Texas, Ole Miss, Bama, and LSU. Really? Ole Miss comes to Norman. LSU comes to Norman. Okay. Hey, like I said, I love the feedback. That's your statement. Hey, we'll rock with it. But Bishop, anything else, man? You want to get on here, man, before we close out, man?
Nah, just appreciate everybody's feedback and all of your participation because that's what makes the show.
I want to let you guys know, man. I want to let you guys know something. I'm gonna go here. I was really blessed, man. I looked on the channel today, man, and we are at 295 subscribers. We are 5 subscribers away from 300. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I never started this podcast for all of that. I just started because I like to talk about football, sports, and things like that. Have a general conversation with my boys. That was it. It got kind of good, and people started tuning in to where, okay, this is gonna be something real good, real special. I was told that it was the fastest growing channel on OU content, which I didn't think that was true. But I get these notifications all the time when I do a podcast or subscriber ads or whatever, whatever, whatever. So I've been doing this right now, Bishop. I started when? Last July?
Yeah.
Last July.
Mhm.
Here it is, almost a year later. I'm almost at 300 subscribers in 1 year. So
Ain't it good? Ain't it good?
I just
Hmm.
love doing this, man. Like I said, but I love talking to people. I think the interaction with Kimberly K and even Texas Nightmare, the interaction, man, this is what it's all about. I want everybody to be able to voice their opinion. Excuse me. Everybody to voice their opinion.
Right.
I want everybody to come on here, man, have a good time. Feel free to express yourself any kind of way. I don't ban people. I don't kick you out. I don't pull your time out. As long as you come in here and you interact and we have a good time and it's respectful, I'm gonna always let you come in here and have fun. And that's what me and Bishop are all about, man. We just want to get on here, man, and do some real, honest, truthful content. Don't try to make anything up. Don't try to do anything crazy. Just get on here, man, and give our honest opinion on how we see things. That's it. And we like for you guys to interact with us because you're part of the family. So Kimberly K, Jimmy, Night, even you, Nightmare, you guys, TP, you guys are always welcome in here. Come
Yeah.
in and make
Subscribe.
yourself,
Yeah.
yes, subscribe, man. Make yourself at home. If you got
Yep.
somebody else, man, that you know, share it with them, man. I want to get to 300 before Friday, which is 2 more days. No, 3 more days. Boy, I'm ready for the weekend already. 3 more days. Okay. So help your boy out, help Bishop out, help Bishop out. Get the channel, man, to 300 subscribers and everything by Friday, man. And then we'll go from there. Until then, man, you guys, man, thank you so much, man, for rocking with your boy and coach and Bishop. Unblock Bevo's bodyguard. Did I block Bevo's bodyguard? Did I block him?
Hmm. I'm blocking then if we
I
did.
don't think I did. I'll look and see.
No, we
I'll
timed
look
him
at
out.
I'll look and see. I'll look
Yeah.
and see. And if I did text a nightmare, I would definitely unblock him. If I blocked him, I apologize for that. I'll probably try to put him in timeout. Same here. It's
We'll
Friday
double
yet.
check that. Thank you for letting us know.
All right, thank you. Yeah. And Kimberly K, Jimmy, and Sooner Cowboys, Texas Nightmare,
And
whoever else is in here, man. You got TP.
Jason and all of them out in the appreciate everybody's feedback and your support.
Hey, you guys have a wonderful night. Bishop, man, until Thursday. We'll be back on Thursday, man, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Until then, Horns down, man. You guys have a wonderful night. Be blessed. I will see you guys Thursday, man. Take care, Coach. Take care, Bishop.
Take care.
All right, Coach out.
Money, homie making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money, I'm just getting money. Homie making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money, I'm just getting money. Homie making